General Motors aimed to make a bold statement about the cool factor of electric vehicles, and the result is a flagship model that goes far beyond practical consumer needs, the GMC Hummer EV, available as both a pickup truck and an SUV. Designed to showcase the brand's Ultium electric vehicle battery system and architectural toolkit, the GMC Hummer EV offers buyers an extravagant experience in every imaginable way. This vehicle boasts over-the-top dimensions, supercar-level speed, impressive range, and a smooth ride. However, it also comes with significant drawbacks. It's shockingly inefficient, weighs as much as a heavy-duty pickup, suffers from occasional software glitches in a system heavily reliant on software, and features some cheap interior materials despite its sky-high price tag. It's a study in contradictions. After a week of errands, school drop-offs, and enjoying the Watts to Freedom launch mode, here's a breakdown of the 2024 GMC Hummer EV SUV's highs and lows. Pro: a cartoonishly absurd design. If the GMC Hummer EV pickup is America on wheels, the SUV version might be even more so. Its proportions alone demand attention, making it the ultimate choice for buyers looking to stand out. At 92.1 inches wide, the SUV matches the pickup in girth, but its wheelbase is 8.9 inches shorter, and overall length is trimmed by 20 inches. These changes shift its aesthetic, making it look like something pulled straight from a kid's cartoon. It's a real-life Tonka truck, reminiscent of the Bronco Raptor in its playful absurdity. For my inner 10-year-old, this was pure joy. For my adult self, it felt ridiculous yet not entirely. The SUV's shorter length and revised proportions improve its off-road capabilities with better approach and departure angles, while also making it more manageable in tight spaces like parking lots. Sometimes silly, sometimes practical, the Hummer EV SUV straddles the line between fantasy and functionality. Pro: the Hummer EV delivers jaw-dropping power. With 3 electric motors cranking out a staggering 830 horsepower, the GMC Hummer EV SUV defies physics. Despite tipping the scales at a hefty 8,887 pounds, enough to intimidate any asphalted rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, this feat is made possible by activating Watts to Freedom WTF mode, a process as theatrical as the acceleration itself. To engage it, you double-tap the traction control button while stopped, confirm through the steering wheel controls, and watch as the Hummer's air suspension lowers in preparation. The system cools the battery, vibrates the driver's seat, and emits a rumbling sound, building suspense like a space launch countdown. Once ready, you press the brake and throttle simultaneously, await the green lights on the gauge cluster, and release the brake. What follows is pure exhilaration. The front end dramatically lifts as the rear squats on its soft tires, launching you forward with such force that your body feels it. During development, prototypes were even known to pull wheelies. When braking hard, the opposite happens, an intense front-end dive reminiscent of a trophy truck. It's a visceral experience, and my 8-year-old son absolutely adored it. Con: the Hummer EV's sky-high price doesn't match its interior. The Hummer EV SUV 3X model comes with an eye-watering price tag. Starting at $98,845, including a mandatory $2,295 destination fee, my test vehicle was loaded with options that brought the total to $118,205. The priciest add-on? A $9,995 Extreme Off-Road Package. This bundle amps up the SUV's capabilities with 35-inch all-terrain tires on 18-inch wheels, rear recovery hooks, rock rails with integrated steps, skid plates, underbody cameras, a locking front differential, and a rear e-locker that syncs the 2 rear motors. Unfortunately, the interior doesn't live up to the 6-figure price. Hard plastics and rubbery materials dominate, giving it a utilitarian feel that might suit a 50,000 Yukon but feels out of place here. The seats, too, lack the premium vibe expected at this price point. For similar or less money, the Rivian offers a far superior interior that's both luxurious and refined. Pro: Hummer EV SUV has usable range. Despite weighing nearly 9,000 pounds, the Hummer EV has up to 314 miles of EPA-rated range. Due to my tester's extreme off-road package with the 35-inch all-terrain tires, it only had 298 miles of EPA-rated range. The impressive range is thanks to the Hummer EV SUV's big and heavy 170 kWh battery pack. That's smaller than the truck's 205 kWh pack, since the SUV's shorter than its pickup sibling. With such useful range, I never felt range anxiety. Big battery packs have that effect, but I can't help but ponder how much of the battery is there simply to move the mass of the battery itself. Con. Hummer EV SUV drinks energy. Given all that weight and a design that isn't exactly optimized for aerodynamics, the Hummer EV SUV is horrendously inefficient. Over the course of 300 miles, my orange beast averaged 1.5 ms kW. That's about half as efficient as a Chevrolet Blazer EV I tested under the same conditions. I've averaged better than that in a Ford F-150 Lightning in sub-zero temps. A Rivian can top 2.0 mi kW on all-terrain tires, and nearly hit that in cold weather temps with a 4-motor powertrain. The Hummer EV's just an electron guzzler. Pro. Hummer EV SUV's hard to upset. With up to 16.0 inches of ground clearance in extract mode, the Hummer EV SUV doesn't have an issue going over just about anything it's likely to encounter. I'm not saying I blasted over parking lot speed bumps or train track crossings faster than anyone should, but if you did, the Hummer EV SUV wouldn't blink. The suspension's 13 inches of travel, cushy all-terrain tires, and tall ride height a standard 10.1 inches absorb impacts and enable speeds far beyond legal or practical limits over off-road or even on pavement obstacles. However, given its weight, I wouldn't dare take this thing off-road at a high rate of speed like I would a Raptor. Something would give, and it likely wouldn't be the Earth. Con. Hummer EV SUV has electronic glitches. Just like the Hummer EV pickup I tested, the Hummer EV SUV came with its share of electronic glitches. Several times throughout the week, the Hummer logo splashed across the screen as the system hung while loading various functions. At one point, the touchscreen locked up and wouldn't respond for a few minutes. More importantly, the long side-opening tailgate, it's so long because this thing's so widely opened via its power control correctly one time. I tapped the button to open the tailgate and heard a click, but sometimes nothing happened. Sometimes the tailgate popped open enough to get a finger inside to open it. Just like America, the 2024 GMC Hummer EV SUV is completely over the top. It's too much of everything and not enough of certain things like restraint toe make it a fit for mainstream buyers. For the people who buy this electric SUV, it's a standout in every way, for better, worse, and everything in between. The 2024 GMC Hummer EV SUV is a performance powerhouse that defies expectations for an electric vehicle of its size and weight. Powered by a tri-motor setup delivering an astonishing 830 horsepower, this behemoth rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a jaw-dropping 3.5 seconds. This level of acceleration is made possible through the aptly named Watts to Freedom WTF mode, which orchestrates a thrilling launch sequence. Engaging WTF mode lowers the air suspension, chills the battery, and creates a dramatic rumble, culminating